Okay, continuing with that champagne sauce, the white wine was reduced. We added the cream and the chicken stock and a little bit of roux, and that has been simmering for about 10 minutes now. And as you can see, it's all over the cutting board, but looks good. And now we're going to strain this mixture through a fine strainer here. Which would be the normal procedure for this kind of sauce. You want a nice, smooth, delicate texture, and you really only get that by passing it through one of these chinois, or screens, if you will. So. And this would be the best way to strain your sauce through that cap with the ladle, just by beating down on the vegetables a little bit, you see? Until they become somewhat dry. And we'll discard those vegetables. They have been used, and we've extracted all the flavor, texture from those vegetables that you're going to get. Okay. Now we go to the stage of making the sauce for the final adjustment. As you can see now, the sauce is just a little bit too thin. So we're going to time elapse this slightly some more, and we're going to reduce this for a couple of minutes until it comes down to sauce consistency. We'll be back in 1 second to complete that for you. Okay, the completion of the answer to the question, how do you make champagne sauce, is right here. I left you a second ago with the champagne sauce reducing. I let it reduce for about 3 to 4 more minutes, and it is at the texture that I want it to be. And I'm going to show you what that texture looks like. That would be sauce consistency there. You see that? How that coats that plate good? Now, I'm going to demonstrate for you one finishing process that certainly would be an option for the cook, and that would be a thing called buttering the sauce. Now, one butters the sauce by adding 2 ounces of whole, soft, unsalted butter and whisking it into, per quart, 2 ounces per quart of sauce. Now you can use that same formula to butter soup too. So we're going to put a couple ounces of butter, and we're going to beat it into the sauce until the sauce absorbs it completely. This will give it a little finishing mellowness too, and of course the taste of butter can never hurt anything. And again, this is an option for your sauce, but it's important that you see how this is done. And then of course the final seasoning of the sauce. This sauce needs a little bit of salt and a little bit of pepper. The sauce needs a pinch more salt. You'll notice that the seasoning process is tasting, seasoning, that we never use our magical hands, of course, to take what we think is the appropriate amount of salt and put it into the sauce from the beginning part of the seasoning. You always put in what you think is less and gradually work your way up so you don't accidentally make it too salty. This sauce is complete, and I like the texture and the flavor, and that is champagne sauce for you, or also known as white wine mushroom cream sauce. Keep in mind that one can add different flavor, herbs, and so on and so forth to the white wine reduction, like rosemary or tarragon and basil and so on and so forth. But this would be a good basic sauce, and all by itself, with no other additions, it's really delicious, and you'll like this. Champagne sauce.